In late 2007, as the Iraq War is drawing to a close, President Bush has announced victory, and rebuilding efforts are underway. Sergeant Matthews and his spotter, Sergeant Isaac, are dispatched to a pipeline construction site in the Iraqi desert. All the American workers at the site have been killed, so their mission is to identify the perpetrator before sending in new builders. The soldiers take cover behind bushes and stones to observe the area under the scorching sun. After 20 hours without any activity, Matthews grows impatient and starts to believe there are no Iraqi soldiers left. Considering the scattered bodies, he thinks the attack was carried out by a team that has already left. Isaac, however, notices there are no signs of a large group moving through the area and suggests that the precise headshots indicate the work of the legendary Iraqi sniper known as Juba. Matthews finds it hard to believe anyone could kill so many people in under 30 seconds. Eventually, Matthews tires of waiting and decides to take a closer look, asking Isaac to cover him. Isaac mentions that his scope is becoming unclear, and Matthews jokes that he should have replaced it sooner, but Isaac values it because it belonged to a fallen comrade. Matthews inspects the bodies for clues and starts to believe Isaac's theory when he sees that everyone died from accurate headshots. He moves to the center of the site to determine the direction of the shots. Isaac urges him to retreat, but suddenly a shot rings out and Matthews falls, gravely wounded in the abdomen. Desperate to help, Isaac zigzags down to avoid bullets, but is shot in the leg just before reaching Matthews. Isaac has no choice but to leave Matthews and hide behind a broken wall. Though in pain, Matthews contacts Isaac and tells him to call the base for backup. First, Isaac ties a belt around his leg to stop the bleeding. He then grabs his radio bag to contact the base, only to find he has no signal because the sniper had shot the antenna. Suddenly, Matthews contacts Isaac again and asks him to spot the sniper so he can aim at him. Isaac warns that any movement will alert the sniper, but Matthews insists. Isaac starts making a hole in the wall with his knife to insert the scope, but injures his hand with falling rocks. Meanwhile, Matthews tries to reach for his rifle but passes out from blood loss. Determined not to end up like his friend, Isaac painfully removes the bullet from his leg with a blade, bandages the wound, and then passes out as well. Later, Isaac wakes to a strange noise from his earpiece, revealing an officer from the base. Isaac reports the situation and begs for medical supplies, but grows suspicious when the officer asks unusual questions and requests his exact position, or for him to fire into the air to guide the helicopters. Isaac realizes this violates protocol and notices the officer's accent is not American. It's Juba, the sniper, hacking the radio to set a trap. Isaac calls him out, but Juba doesn't hang up. Instead, he starts asking personal questions, claiming he wants to know Isaac better. Isaac tries the radio again, but it still doesn't work. Juba continues with his questions, and when Isaac refuses to respond, Juba threatens to shoot Matthews again, suggesting he might still be alive. Isaac reluctantly agrees to chat, asking Juba to go first while he draws a map in the dirt to calculate the bullet trajectory and locate the sniper. Juba claims to be a regular Iraqi citizen trying to save his country and asks Isaac about his family. Isaac declines to share personal details and mocks Juba's reasoning, arguing that he is killing those trying to improve the country by bringing schools, pipelines, and infrastructure to boost the local economy. Juba laughs, stating the money will be sent back to the USA. As time passes, Juba keeps questioning Isaac, who continues to withhold personal information. Juba then threatens to shoot Matthews again, but Isaac no longer believes him. To prove his danger, Juba reveals the name of the previous owner of Isaac's scope, and that he is dead, quoting Matthews' earlier teasing. This indicates that Juba has been listening to their conversations since they arrived. Using his scope, Isaac spots a radio on one of the dead men and drags the body to the edge of the wall. Despite using a piece of wood, he can't reach the radio without exposing himself. He then tries to drink water from his bottle, only to find it empty due to a hole. Juba admits he shot the bottle, the antenna, and Isaac's leg on purpose to trap Isaac in an inescapable situation and enjoy his slow demise through the communicator. Examining the bullet he removed from his leg, Isaac starts calculating Juba's weapon model by asking several questions. He calls Juba a terrorist, which makes Juba laugh, pointing out that Americans are the ones illegally entering a foreign country with weapons. While Juba talks, Isaac does more calculations and realizes Juba is hiding under a huge pile of trash, enduring harsh conditions and heat, proving he is a true professional. Juba denies being the famous sniper, claiming to be a regular Iraqi man. Isaac, guessing from his accent, suspects Juba as a former U.S. Army officer who betrayed them, but Juba dismisses this, stating he only kills those who attack him first. Isaac shares how he met his best friend as a child and how they later enlisted together. Dehydration and exhaustion start to take their toll on Isaac, and he collapses as Juba taunts him about stapling his tongue to his chest. Isaac then tries to trick Juba by putting his jacket and helmet on his rifle and waving it above the wall, but Juba doesn't fall for it. The helmet falls on the other side of the wall, leaving Isaac's head unprotected. This mistake makes him cry in despair. More time passes, and Isaac becomes desperate enough to take a risk. He runs towards a body on the ground, steals the bag and radio, and runs back to the wall, dodging the bullets Juba fires at him. In the bag, Isaac finds water and some candy, which he quickly devours. Unfortunately, the radio in the bag is also broken. Juba punishes Isaac for taking this risk by shooting at the wall, heavily damaging his scope. Suddenly, Isaac hears a disturbance in his earpiece and realizes it is Matthews, who is still alive. Isaac yells the sniper's location to Matthews, who uses a piece of metal to peer at the pile of garbage. As Matthews slowly moves to grab his rifle, Isaac distracts the sniper by making small talk. He learns that Juba was once a teacher in Baghdad, and after his students were killed in an American attack, he sought revenge. The wall Isaac is hiding behind is the ruins of that school. Juba asks why Isaac continues to carry the damaged scope, but Isaac refuses to answer. Juba then threatens to shoot Matthews again. Desperate to save his friend, Isaac confesses that he keeps the scope in memory of an old friend who died because of a mistake Isaac made, a mistake he still feels guilty about. Meanwhile, Matthews places his rifle and blindly aims at the pile of trash, firing all his bullets. Isaac shoots as well to mask the noise, making it seem like it's coming from him. As Matthews is about to reload, Juba shoots him in the shoulder. Isaac urges Matthews to crawl toward him for safety behind the wall. However, when Isaac goes to help, Juba shoots Matthews in the head, killing him. Isaac watches his friend die and breaks down, expressing his desire to go home. Juba tells Isaac that if he really wants to leave, he won't shoot him, but Isaac remains skeptical. Later, Juba asks why Isaac is still there despite the war being over. Isaac pauses and then admits he is there because he accidentally killed his previous sniper partner while trying to shoot an enemy. He has been lying to everyone, claiming his friend was killed by the enemy. Suddenly, Isaac hears noise from the radio and rushes to check the signal, feeling a brief moment of happiness when he hears conversations. However, his joy is short-lived because while he can hear voices, he cannot send any messages due to the damage the radio sustained. To Isaac's shock, Juba joins the conversation he is hearing using Isaac's name to ask for help. Isaac realizes that Juba has been hacking into American communications, pretending to be a soldier in need of help to lure backup teams to the area and easily kill them using the element of surprise. Isaac tries to interrupt the conversation, but to no avail. Later, Isaac wakes up to a painful crow pecking at his leg wound. Realizing even the birds think he's dead, he decides to take a risk. He uses rope and a stick to retrieve Matthew's rifle and aims it at the pile of trash. At that moment, helicopters arrive, inadvertently revealing Isaac's location and falling into Juba's trap. To save the incoming soldiers, Isaac pushes the wall to create a dust curtain obscuring Juba's view. He then begins shooting at the pile of trash, unsure if he's hit his target. To confirm, Isaac stands up, surprised that Juba does not shoot back, making him believe he has killed Juba. The helicopters arrive and quickly carry Isaac away on a stretcher, providing immediate medical attention. Isaac tries to warn them about Juba, but the noise from the helicopters drowns out his voice. Suddenly, Juba starts shooting, killing the medical soldiers one by one before hitting the pilot. The helicopter crashes, killing Isaac instantly, allowing Juba to keep his word. Isaac hadn't been shot directly by him. Juba then hacks into the USA lines again, pretending to be an American soldier to lure his next team of victims. Make sure to subscribe for more recaps like these.